All right, everybody. So, real quick, I got a little time. I haven't done a live stream in a minute. So, I want to let you guys know first that I am still here. I've been busy, been doing some good things, but enough of that. Let's jump into what I want to hit on real quick. Now, Eve. Now, many of you know Eve. She was a singer. She played in the movie Barbershop. She's done a couple other movies. But Eve made a comment that she doesn't think about race when it comes to her husband and when it comes to her white husband. Now, she's catching a lot of backlash. A lot of backlash. Now, when this first came out, I was like, let me do some research first because a lot of people are coming for her. But I was like, let me do some research. Let me kind of figure out. Let me get that straight so that's balanced right there. Okay, let me do some research and kind of figure out, like, okay, what did she say? Let me hear the whole words because a lot of times when stuff like this comes out, you're getting like a partial story. You're not getting the whole story. So I want to kind of hear it so I can kind of understand what's being said, what she actually said before I comment it. So here's a short video clip. We're going to check it out together. It's like a minute and 28 seconds. So we're going to check it out, hear what she got to say. Then I'm going to jump in with my 2 cents. Now that's something I think everybody says when they date somebody opposite race. The things black women do to take care of themselves. Okay, so there you have it. That was Eve talking about her husband. Now, she's catching a lot of backlash because of that comment she made. But here's my take on it. When I first heard it, you know how people use what's called bait topics, where they will post something at the top of a screen and the way it reads, it will make you think one thing until you actually go back and hear the content. Here's my thing about all this. I didn't hear the initial question asked, but the way she answered the question, it sounded like there was a question asked about her and her husband. Do she think about race when it comes to her and her husband? It doesn't sound like she doesn't think about race when it comes to black people. It sounds like she's talking about her relationship specifically as far as being married to somebody white and her being black, them having white kids. So it sounded to me like that's what the conversation was about. It wasn't about does she not think about what's going on in the black community. So, like I said, whoever you marry, you love, and they treat you good, that's all good, fine, and well. Be happy, be blessed. You should. It shouldn't be about race. But I think the question that the lady asked her was about race when it comes to her husband, not the black race in general. So I think a lot of people are just reading the topic and just going in on Eve. Now, one of my biggest issues, now this is sort of on the subject, but off the subject, that a lot of time when black people do get involved with white people, all of a sudden there's this negative thing. And lately it's been a lot of black women saying it. We had black athletes that said, as far as men, you know, like why they don't date black women. Then you got black women now saying that, oh, you know, I never been treated, black men don't treat you as good. You know, I really hate when people date a other race, then you want to kick your own race down. I don't understand that. I just, for the life of me, I don't get, you know, if you're with somebody and you happy, why do you care? If the love is so good, you shouldn't even be concerned about how somebody treated you in the past. And it was a person. It wasn't a race that treated you that way. It was a person. So it wasn't all black men. It wasn't all black black women. It wasn't all Latino men, all Latino women. It was a person that mistreated you. So I don't think Eve was talking about, when she say, I don't think about race when it comes to her white husband, I think she's talking about her relationship. She's not talking about, I don't think about the struggles and the problems within the black community. You know, when you're married to somebody that's white, or well, when you're married to somebody outside of your race, there's going to be challenges. And then the further apart you are, especially if you're black, then automatically you're considered outside of the race. But if you're white, or, you know, maybe Hispanic, or maybe Indian, Asian, you can kind of marry outside of the race because you're sort of passable in some cases. Whereas when you're black, especially like my skin color, you know, you're not passable. It is clear that you are not of that race. So it just really shows. But I think her comment was based on a question regarding, does she think about race when it comes to her husband? You know, and I think people are saying when they hear the words, you know, do you think about race? They're automatically thinking like, oh, they asked her what did she think about the black race? And they're thinking that she's saying, I don't think about the black race. I don't think about black people. That's not what she's saying. She's talking specifically about being married to a white man. Now, let's make this clear too. Her husband is Maximilian Cooper. He is a billionaire. First off, she ain't about to throw away that money. She ain't about to mess up that money. So she ain't about to say nothing that's going to mess up that money. So just get that through your heads right now. You can say whatever you want to say. She's not leaving that billionaire. Y'all might as well just drop that. Just let it go. It ain't happening. She got a billionaire. She going to lock it down, okay? She going to put that thing on him. She going to lock it down, okay? She's not going against him. Forget all that. Forget all that. She ain't going against him, okay? He's a billionaire. She's not going to let that money roll, all right? It's not rolling out the door from her. But the thing about it is, I think people are reading the topics of things and simply going in on people. And you got to stop doing that. You got to really, don't just go what you see as a headline on YouTube, on all these other social media platforms, in newspapers, TV media. You know, hear the content so you can make a sound decision, and then go research what they said, because you need to fact check what people are saying. So just be careful about that. So in my opinion, Eve said nothing wrong. Eve clearly did not say anything wrong, because oftentimes they would cut something and just play a clip of something. Like I said, it's bait. It's all bait to get your attention to jump on it. The only problem is when people jump on it, you can be jumping on something that was positive and create a negative outlook on something that should not be negative. Her whole thing was, yeah, her and her husband, they discuss race. Her and her stepkids, they discuss race. You know, there are some cultural differences that they have to adjust to, things she have to explain. And she's absolutely right. White people live in an entirely different world than black people. White and black people, we're on the same planet. We can be walking down the same street. We can be sitting in the same car, but we live in two different worlds. So with that being said, no, Eve did not say anything wrong. She should not be getting any backlash for this comment. So there you have it. All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Y'all check it out. And don't forget to check out the Simply Straight Talk show. New shows drop every Friday. We just dropped one last Friday. So we're getting ready for this upcoming Friday where we're going to drop a show, and make sure you check it out. Also, don't forget to check out our website, rmvrgene.com. Y'all check out my website, man. I got some things going on. And whenever these live posts, I can share a link to let other people join in. So if you have a webcam or you want to join in on some of these discussions, you know what I'm saying? When I go live, I need to start announcing when I go live so people know I'm going live. But I'm going to start doing that, start posting it so you know I'm live. And you can join in and we can get this discussion thing going on whatever, however, about anything ever. All right? All right. So I'm about to roll out, man. I peace y'all. Y'all be good. Stay blessed. Stay safe. All right.